Buddy, I'm Ernie Johnson. We welcome you to NBA Tip-Off. It is presented by American Express. Draymond Green is here. Shaquille O'Neal is here. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. And Charles Barkley.
What's up, legend?
And Patrick Ewing is here. And Patrick Ewing is here.
Yes.
He was on the other night. Again, here's how we work this. We're on ESPN for an hour. You guys know how this works now, right? ESPN for an hour, and then ABC at the top of the hour.
Good job, Ernest.
Taking you up to tip-off. Dre, you looking forward to this thing in what is now a 2-1 series?
I'm definitely looking forward to it. Ultimately, you want to see how the Knicks are going to respond. They got punched in the mouth. Karl Anthony Towns, who had been playing great, kind of had Victor Wembanyama in handcuffs, definitely emotionally. You lost that last game. Can you come back out and reestablish that in Game 4? That's what we need to see.
Well, thanks for the jump start there on this, and we'll get into everybody's thoughts here on Game 4 as soon as we get done recapping what you saw in Game 3. Shaq, I know you liked the aggressive Wemby early on, and those New York turnovers really helped.
Yeah, the New York, really didn't take care of the ball. And listen, San Antonio Spurs, they came out, played aggressive, especially this guy, 7'5", took a lot of high percentage shots. Never thought I'd say this, but the Spurs out-physical the New York Knicks, and they play well. But again, Draymond just said it, how are the Knicks going to respond? But right here, this guy's 7'5", you can't do much with that. I like when he not only plays mean, I like when he makes a mark.
And I was disappointed that the Knicks didn't knock the hell out of him, to be honest with you, Ernie. You can't let – they knocked the hell out of Brunson twice. If you're the Knicks, you cannot let that happen.
The Knicks rallied from 12 down. You see OG Anunoby connect on 3. He had 17 in the first half. And then the Spurs had a 4-point lead when Castle took down Brunson, Kenny.
Yeah, going for the offensive rebound.
Stop it.
He wasn't going for the offensive rebound?
He was going for the first down.
I don't think it was. I thought well, first of all, he got the foul.
Yeah, but that's not the point, Kenny.
What was the point?
But from that point on, a 14-3 run and a 7-point New York lead at the half.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else you want. We got the foul.
We don't play football when you're playing basketball.
You just call a foul.
Actually, you do, Chuck.
No, well, that's why I want the Knicks.
Draymond does it.
I understand, and Draymond knows as the leader, if somebody hits Steph Curry, Draymond's got to address it.
You saw Dylan Harper with the lay, and Dylan Harper with his only 3 of the game. For the first time in the series, the Spurs took a lead to the fourth quarter. And it looked like the lead would be extended to possibly 11, but Keldon Johnson called for the offensive foul.
Keldon was tripping there because that could have been a huge play. There was no need. Wemby's open. He's 7'4", he can shoot over the top.
Yep.
But then the Knicks made a great run after that, Ernie.
Yeah, that cut the lead to 5 as Brunson scored, and then Castle, huge three-pointer.
That's a huge shot, but that's exactly the defense you need on Victor Wembanyama. He want to dance, make him get off the ball, and they have to take a tough one.
Brunson, 12 of his 32 coming in the fourth quarter, cut it to 111-108. And here's your guy, De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox, to me, if the Spurs are going to get back in this series, he's a guy who has to play well.
Get back. They're in the series.
If they lose tonight, they just got to
Just said that the other night, buddy.
Hey, brother.
Anunoby connects from the corner, and suddenly it's a 2-point game, and Castle's at the line trying to make it a 4-point game, a 2-possession game, if you will. Calmly knocks in the first one. And then with this place absolutely roaring against him, he calmly knocks down the second, too. That's a 4-point lead. That's your ball game right there, Draymond.
Kenny had all the faith that he was going to knock him down. I must say, I thought he was going to at least miss one of them. This is crazy. Kenny says every good basketball player is from New York.
That's it's an old joke. It's a joke that was going to ride over.
They have, in fairness, Draymond, they have invented a lot of things in New York.
Okay, leave it alone.
Crime, fraud. I'm sorry.
Just because you're from L.A. Leeds, Alabama.
Extortion.
We're going to get more into this breakdown.
Hey, Shaq, they use big words like fraud. We call it stealing in the hood.
Yeah. We're going to get more into that first and second quarter differential in a second. But first, let's hear what they were saying after Game 3 heading into Game 4.
I think win or lose as a team, our mindset is always getting better the next day. We've done our best to try and learn from wins over the past couple weeks. But But now we have to learn from a loss. But I think the most important thing is that we are going to learn regardless.
We'll have to figure it out because in every game we've played here in the finals, we've put ourselves in a position where we have to start fighting immediately. Every time, we find a way to get back into the game, but we can't trust that result's going to happen every single time. So we have to try to be the first ones to throw the first punch.
So what have you learned in this first run through the finals that you can apply in real time so that you can finish what you've started here?
What we've learned? Many things. Over these playoffs, brace with your hands and not with your chin. Hit below the head if you do, but most importantly, be relentless.
You get hit, you hit back. That's life. Every time he rolls, he gets tagged. He gets hit. If he's trying to go set a screen, if he's trying to box out, whatever it may be, he's getting grabbed, he's getting held. It would be crazy for him to think that he's going to get open by not hitting somebody. But that's basketball.
You obviously got Knicks fans very riled up throughout the game. It seems as though you may be New York's newest villain. Is that kind of the ultimate compliment?
I guess I'm nowhere near Trae Young level, though.
Here, and he's absolutely right.
Or Reggie Miller.
Yeah, the feel at this point in the building, not exactly mirroring what we saw in Game 3 when the Knicks came back there with the 2-0 lead, right?
There was so much confidence. We had Spike on. Spike came over and checked me right away. Draymond, you hating on my Knicks? I said, Spike, we just tell the truth. Everybody in here thought they already had a championship won. Today, it's a lot more mild by these fans.
You know what I was going to say, Dre? And I just wrote that down. I said the energy coming in Game 3 was chest out, and we're going to do it. We're going to get you. Today, it's still loud, but it's, come on, guys. Come on, guys. There's a different energy but in the building.
But listen, they still got to play good basketball no matter who's here, who's an empty gym. They've got to figure out why they've been down 8 points at the end of every first quarter. Like, you're trying to win the world championship. The Spurs played pretty good at home. They got off to a good start. You expect that. You come home and still down. And the thing that would concerns me, I'm really looking forward to this first quarter. The Knicks have not played a good game yet.
By the numbers, first quarter has belonged to San Antonio, 94-66 so far. But the second quarter, it's 102-70 in favor of the Knicks.
One thing about, the Spurs, they're going to come out energetic, they're going to do their thing. I've been calling them the system for many years. You got to break the system. They haven't been able to break the system. The Knicks, in San Antonio were able to fall back and win the game. But realistically, it's supposed to be 2-1 San Antonio. If Victor
analytically, it could be 3-0. What the hell that mean? What do you mean it's supposed to be 2-1? It is what it is.
If Victor Wembanyama didn't throw the ball off of the kids back there, they won that game. But hold on, let me finish my point. My point is that the Knicks don't strike any fear in their heart, so we knew where they're going to come out. Yeah. You have to beat the system. That's my point. If you shut the hell up and listen,
you start making some sense. Talking about what should be. Sense. You don't make no damn sense.
I know what the hell
the Knicks should not be up 2. The Knicks are up 2-1. Don't matter what it should be.
If Victor ain't throw that ball away, they wouldn't have win.
If what?
That's what I'm saying.
It happened.
Okay, it happened, but hold on. They're not afraid of the Knicks. That's my point.
Nobody's afraid of anybody. But you act like you can't say what should have, could have happened.
I said if. That's why. Hold on. That's why I started out with if. Stupid.
If what? If what?
If he ain't throw the ball off, the Spurs would be up 2-1.
If it happened though.
You're wrong. You always wrong.
You know what we always need when we have this kind of a discussion.
This ain't no discussion. This is me browbeating him.
This what?
Browbeating you.
You what?
Basically saying that you don't know what you're talking about.
That's not what I said.
It was short for
As I was saying, what we always need when there is friendly discussion like this is just the relaxing tones of Malika Andrews.
You better come get him, Malika, before I smack him.
With some thoughts on Game 4 here at the Garden. Malika, take it away.
Before you give your thoughts, I had the street meet yesterday.
And how was it?
God awful.
Come on.
Are
you serious,
Dre?
It was terrible.
We can't go back.
I took one bite, Chuck.
Was it the raccoon?
Let's let Malika do her thing. Okay, go ahead, Malika. We'll
Well,
try not to
I
interrupt.
need a little bit of help to start, if I could here, Shaq. What's that noise you always make when you're talking about Karl Anthony Towns?
Meow.
There we go. So we need a little bit more of that. That is what the New York Knicks are saying here as we look towards Game 4. Because Karl Anthony Towns, he was held to just 11 points, 1 assist in that Game 3. And remember, he's been scoreless in all of the fourth quarters that we have seen so far. But the question is how to get him going. So let's see how much Brunson holds on to the ball tonight. Can the Knicks get maybe a little bit more balance on who's running the offense? And then another item to watch on Karl Anthony Towns is who guards him, right? Because we saw some different looks, a lot more Vassell, a lot more Castle in Game 3, which allowed Victor Wembanyama to roam a little bit more. So how will the Knicks keep Victor out of the paint? That's the big question here. And the line to watch, it's the free throw line. The Knicks want to get Victor Wembanyama above that free throw line in the paint on defense so that they can spread the floor a little bit more and have some more options to get downhill and get Karl Anthony Towns going. So really watch for that, particularly in the fourth quarter here, Ernie.
Thank you very much, Malika. We appreciate that. Yeah, so actually looking at the free throw line, but also the effect of the free throw line. Mike Brown talking about it the other day, the number of free throws that San Antonio's taken compared to what New York is. And the Spurs have made more than New York has taken at this point. Is that just saying because one is more aggressive than the other?
I personally, when we watched that game the other night, until I heard Mike Brown say something, I didn't think anything of the officiating or anything of the free throw shooting. I thought the San Antonio Spurs were the more aggressive team. And it's the same thing that's hampering the Knicks in the first quarter. They're coming out punching first. That's the same mentality they needed to go up 3-0, and they haven't had that all series. They have to figure that out.
And when he went to that small lineup in the guard, you see, you got to understand they have guards that can attack. And when you attack and go through the hole and get inside the paint, you're going to get fouls called. And that's exactly what happened.
But it just tells you how dumb today's players are, Ernie.
I played today, Chuck.
No, you a smart player. This is how dumb today's players are. They are trying to hide Victor against Cat so he can stand back there and roam. So they're putting little guys on Cat. Cat should get the ball more instead of less. If they're going to play them, because like Malika just said it, they're trying to cheat because Karl is teaching Victor away from the basket. But so they said, let's put a little guy on him. And they don't even go to Cat when they got little guys on him. That tells you how dumb these players are. He got 6 field goals in the second half of 3 games. He should be close to 20. Yeah. If they gonna put little munchkins on him, he was playing better than anybody, and they still wasn't giving him the ball.
But would you say this, Chuck? If Victor Wembanyama is playing a OG Anunoby, and he's playing in the paint, if Cat goes to the paint, now he's the help, and it becomes a little more difficult.
No, Cat's still gonna have an advantage posting up on a little guy, and he's gonna get offensive rebounds.
Okay,
sure. They are trying to keep Victor below the free throw line where he's the best defender in the world, but he can't do that when he guards Cat.
But Chuck, I love your argument, but the highlights we just shown don't help your argument because when Cat gets the ball, he has to be aggressive.
That was just one game. He played great the first 2 games.
Okay.
And he only got 6 shots like you saw last game. Huh?
When he gets the ball, he still has to be aggressive.
Well, he wasn't driving the ball with reckless abandon.
Because they didn't give it to him.
He just wasn't driving it with reckless abandon at the times that he did get it as well.
He only got it 4.
He had both things going.
He got 4 shots in the second half. He's only got 6 field goals in the second half in the entire 3 games.
Well, both things could be true. Well, he wasn't aggressive, and they didn't give it to him.
Okay.
I think a rule of thumb should be if he sees Victor Wembanyama on him outside the paint, he should be putting his head down and driving. Because even if he don't get the first bucket, it now puts Wemby out of position to be that next help.
Thank you.
So I think he needs to drive him more.
And just to repeat what Malika talked about in her report, no points in the fourth quarter in this series for Karl Anthony Towns. And that 1 assist he had the other night was on New York's first bucket of the game and didn't have another one. This is a guy who in this postseason has had 3 games of 10 assists, and his playmaking has been vital. But they need that, and they also need more efficiency out of Jalen Brunson. Here are more numbers. I know this is, look, through the first 3 rounds, he was averaging 27 points a game and taking an average of 20 shots. In this series, it's 27 points a game on 27 shots a game.
I mean, I can understand where his mindset is at. Listen, in New York, they're playing. He probably wants to get the Finals MVP. He's not playing well. Thank God for Hart and OG Anunoby because they're playing well, but he just has to do better. He just has to do better. Hopefully he'll get off the ball tonight and get people involved, but I can understand his mindset. I'm sure Chuck can understand his mindset. In the finals, when all the pressure's on you, you got to do everything. So
yeah, but the game always dictates. To me, the reason they're playing like the Knicks did the last couple of years, in my opinion, these games. Well, Jalen Brunson 24/7, that would only get them so far. And then you